Have you noticed what happens every time there's a weather warning or breaking news alert or some headline that hints at uncertainty? People panic. It doesn't even have to be severe. A freeze warning, a storm that might last a few hours, a news cycle that says, be prepared. Suddenly, shelves are empty, people are anxious, decisions are rushed, fear spreads faster than facts. And here's the interesting part, people are not reacting to this situation, they're reacting to the last one that scared them. Time collapses, memory takes over, and behavior becomes disproportionate to what's actually happening. Now, here's why that matters, especially if you're a leader, because the same exact thing happens inside organizations. Hello, my name is Kathie Owen. I'm a private, invitation only consultant who works with leaders, executive teams, and organizations operating in high stakes environments, especially after disruption. I specialize in workplace case studies, not theory, not motivation, not service level culture. I study what actually happens inside organizations under pressures and why smart, capable leaders sometimes make decisions that quietly slow performance instead of strengthening it. And today's case study is about something I see constantly: post crisis overcorrection. Just like people panic during weather events because of past experience, organizations panic after layoffs, lawsuits, audits, failed launches, mergers and acquisitions, leadership exits, and reputational hits. On paper, the event is over, but inside the system, it's not. Here's the pattern. An organization goes through something destabilizing. It hurts. Trust gets shaken. Risk feels dangerous. Everyone wants to make sure that never happens again. So leadership responds. And at first, those responses make sense. More controls, more approvals, more oversight, more caution. This is where most leaders believe they're being responsible. But over time, something subtle shifts. The response outlives the threat. And that's when safety behaviors quietly turn into performance threats. Here's what post crisis overcorrection often looks like in the workplace: micromanagement, framed as alignment; approval bottlenecks, framed as risk management; slower decisions, framed as due diligence; talent loss, framed as people who couldn't adapt. No one is trying to harm the organization. The system is trying to stay safe. The problem is it's responding to memory, not present conditions. This is not a culture problem. It's not a personality problem. It's not a leadership character issue. It's a nervous system response at scale. After threat, systems become hypervigilant, and hypervigilance feels like leadership until execution starts to stall. This is the moment leaders often miss. What once protected the organization eventually starts to erode it. Controls become friction. Oversight becomes suffocating. Caution becomes paralysis. The organization doesn't fail loudly, it stalls quietly. And by the time leaders notice, momentum is already gone. This is important. Leaders don't miss this because they're careless. They miss it because the behaviors look responsible. Metrics lag behind reality. High performers leave quietly, and the system adapts around the constraints. From the top, everything looks like it's under control. From the middle, everything feels slow. From the ground, initiative no longer feels safe. So here's the question every post crisis leader needs to ask, honestly: are we prepared for what's actually happening right now? Or are we reacting to what once hurt us? That question alone can shift decision making, because when leaders return to the present, clarity returns. And when clarity returns, performance follows. This is where my work lives. I don't come in to fix culture, in quotes. I observe systems. Specifically, I identify when safety behaviors have outlived their usefulness and quietly become performance threats. I help leaders separate real risk from remembered threat, present conditions from past pain, appropriate caution from unnecessary control. This isn't emotional work, it's strategic work because decisions made from unresolved fear are very rarely good ones. If this kind of workplace case study is helpful to you, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I regularly break down real leadership patterns just like this, especially the ones most people don't see until it's too late. My name is Kathie Owen. I'm a private invitation-only consultant, and this channel is where I share workplace case studies for leaders operating under pressure. If you're navigating post-crisis leadership, mergers, acquisitions, or organizational strain, and something here resonated, you're not imagining it. You're seeing the pattern. And when leaders see clearly, organizations move forward. I'll see you in the next case study. I trust that you found today's video helpful, and if you know somebody who can benefit from this, please share it with them. And until next time, I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.